Yeah, let's go ahead, stream.
Why you niggas tryna play with me? Like Curry when I'm deep. Cause that boy I'm number 3. Looking in the screen. And I pull off in the hole. Kick off in that fan. And I get like I'm in her. I don't got feelings anymore. I'm finna pull up, kick your door. I'm finna send that boy to the mud. He don't got a plus one, that's ours. That's ours. Stolen cars, that's ours. We gon' hide out in that Johnny like it's ours. Got my pole, I'm gon' play my role. Got my lefty right beside me. 15, kicking in those.
Huge sell-off.
That's ours. Stolen cars. We gon' skirt off in that Johnny like it's ours. Got my pole, I'm gon' play my role. Got my lefty right beside me, Brody let it blow. Brody let it blow. He know this shit for sure. I'm on my own. I'm feeling like a ball. My guys don't break that code. We some kings, we in that dog. We some streams, we don't do those. And that's the king, yeah, we don't know. Yeah, it's good. I just lay back, smoke some fucking weed. You can call me what you want, but you really don't know me. Don't know me. Feel like 63, and I'm spazzing on this beat. Feel like 6 without that heat. Why ain't W Nelly? Cause you know I got 223s, and I got guys, and I got drinkers, I got drinkers, ARP. I like fast, run that money up, that quick. And my money in that gym is doing backflips. Once I get that check, first that my right minus gas. Yes, that my life been a mess, but I've been thugging on my dash. When I go to the street,
Come on, now.
bitch.
Okay, fuck it around, nigga. Yeah, it's me. Niggas really killed that shit. Music shit was crazy, bro. Niggas was going heavy with that shit, bro. Alright, so we're pretty much just looking at this at the moment. Just gotta have a lot of our shit marked out and, patience. Don't know what we're gonna look for today. Price action will let us know though. Just gonna chart up for now though.
Feels to me in that time. I never wanted to break your heart. I went through it, but that's not me anymore. You're not beside me, I let go. I told you in above, and I asked him, can you save me? Cause I need strength, and I need a whole lot of help. Been relying on that drugs, baby. I've been stuck in a whole lot of ways. Trying to clear my mind of rage. Need to get back on my shit and get my heart and mind on that same page. Like, get back on that same page. Said, I got a whole lot of things to say. There's a plan, there's a way. One of the things you gotta wait. One of my hands, you gotta be big. I'm smoking strands, I kick back today. Don't take the hands, you gotta be patient. Don't let that perk, you go to a name. Pushing it park, you know I be safe shit. Like, with the guys, I'm here for sure. Push it, start putting in sport. With the guys, I be moving on guard. I'm in that road, I'm in that road, I'm in that crazy, I be running. But I got that, I got the rate of a boulder. I got that, I get the enemy floating. I got that, I get you flipped over. And you notice, I'm in the back of my shit for real. You can hear bar for bar, I'm moving patient with a lot of dirt. I want designer brands, no girls. I want designer bitches like a bill. I'm on these songs, I feel like Shaquille. The way I'm ballin', I feel good. I can't take that over here. I'm in the water like a Navy SEAL. And I'm going on, I'm trying to sign a deal. Getting that jam and it's never a pill. Getting that jam and it's never a pill.
We're gonna see if this holds for now, but just kind of charting and getting an understanding because we can really just down.
I'm on that path and I'm going uphill. Taking the stairs, I can never be still. Gonna take that stand, it's my will. I want $100 bills, and I want I'm finna move so crazy. All these niggas, they gon' be like, yeah, I'm ballin' with Bradley Bill. And I'm all in that shit for real. I got pain, my mind is insane. And you can see it is clear. You can see that shit is clear. Oh, I wanna ask, you got it, babe. Oh, okay, some calm shit real quick. I got a whole lot of shit to say, and I'm not done. And that's my brain, I'm the same, but I forgot. Them just trying to bring me down. I'm no way to cope, I'm trying to figure it out. Gotta get clear on habits now. I just gotta get this action, show everybody what I'm about. When I get to the top, oh, trust me, know I want my I gotta be a little selfish now. There's a lot of people that's trying to bring me down. No, I can't say that shit. No, no, no. I've been ballin' for so long. And I got real niggas on my team. When they see this beam, I'm next guy watch it like green. I'm going ball like this. Make one call and they pull up and they sweet. I don't know nobody but my dogs who gonna stop for me. And who gonna ride for me. But gonna stop for me. Gonna die for me. Gonna die for me. Gonna pull up on top for me. If you my dog, then you just gotta rock out me on that side of me. All I see is bothering me. It's so hard to express. My mind is going crazy. I feel like I'm stuck in that mess. I got a whole lot of shit to say and I'm all done. But I gotta make this fucking way, cause I know I'm the one. I don't wanna stop, cause I know I'm not done. I'm not faking no. I just saw these things, the realest, the realest going on. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I got a whole lot of shit to say and I'm not done. So we have an SMT right now. I was really want to confirm this SMT with a 1 minute change out of it. And, you know, we took this last low here. 1 minute change is going to really confirm because we put that 1 minute change in cool, right? 30 seconds holding. So, no more music for that. We still like it. But just seeing, you know, but a 1 minute change, all these candles, 1 minute gets inverse as well. With this change, super, super clean. I'm just going to be confident in it. I like it on ES because ES did take the low. And, you know, I just like how it's been moving lately. So we're gonna put our stop at the low. So see what our stop loss looks like. We got 30 seconds. We're gonna anticipate it though, because when I get a good fill, but that's the move there. And that is a respect out of the 30-second as well. So if you look at the 30-second gap, we've been respecting it. Boom. We changed right here on the 30-second, which is cool enough. But I wanna see it just get confirmed a little bit higher time frame, because then that means I know this 1 minute already got changed. So it'll be both of the indexes and a clean trade. 3, 2, so we don't change. Could easily start seeing displacement off this candle though. So we're gonna wait. And we're gonna use this as our new change up here. So we start getting that displacement, it's calm, it's still very effective. And I think we're gonna get that. So I'm gonna buy 5 here. Stop's gonna go underneath this 30-minute gap. So we took a low, right? We took this low, ultimately putting in an SMT because we didn't take that low. So sell side has been swept on the 30-minute with a SMT, and I want to take this confidently now up into
where is it? Here to there. About up in there. So we do get that 1 minute change. Pulled back to it. Bought 5 more right there. I wanted to see, the market pull back to equilibrium, data highs. So equilibrium will look about right here. Stop is at the S&T. Equilibrium's there. Like, I know we can play around here towards market open as well. I know I can get this tightened up to about $200 very, very quick. I just want to start seeing the displacement that I need to see for this trade to be valid. But NQ is already starting to, get up there, and, we'll take off all at this high, which is the change in the state. So right about there. Stop loss is $225. It's going to be one stab for right now. We're not, planning to take another stab. Data highs are all the way up there. We don't have a data low, essentially. It's already been swept. We have a huge manipulation move to the downside. A lot more reason to rebalance here, We're going to have to get through this 5 minute, of course. We know that, but that's the only thing in the way at the moment. No 15 minute, which would be here. So we'll just leave the 15-minute chart, 15-minute fair value gap there. But again, like I said, I like the trade, confident. No need to, be wary of it. So get stopped here. It's an early stop, which is perfectly fine. And we get that full change. We get what we want to see in this trade. I feel like stop at, Stop at the freaking S&T is protected, but if I'm trying to catch it early, I feel like it's a little unnecessary, just in my opinion. Like, I'd want to see if we're gonna play around here and we finally put the change in that we want to see, then that's what I'm looking for out of this candle, this 5 minute candle. So I wouldn't want to even see us, return to the body of this. So we can lose 187 on this trade and still get a really, really, significant trade in still. So now here's where I just don't want to see us to hold. That's it. There's a gap here. There's a reason for us to change out on a lower time frame, just like that. I buy 2 more. I'm timing up my stop to 200 because we don't need to come back here. And now we put this change in. So now I added 2 more confidently because we're changing out of this gap. And if we get a complete full change, which I would like to see, that's what I want to see. And then NQ as well, displacing. NQ does not put a change in, which that's perfectly fine though. Can expect to see displacement after. But again, we have an SMT, sell side's been taken inside of a gap. We have so much reason to rebalance price. Price has all the reason to, get back up here into data highs. All we are waiting for is just displacement, which that could come from the market open. That can come from, just time. It's a time-based thing. We got a 5 minute high resting below data highs. So we're taking a little, 1 to 2. Original stop was down here. We got it tightened up, confidently tightened up. Not, for no reason. We put it at the return of this mark. So, once we get about halfway into this 5 minute, we'll look to go break even. Or if we're not displacing before the market open, we will be break even. So right there, we're going to be break even. It's halfway into the 5 minute, right? And the reason is because, we threw on the risk that we had on, of course. Original stop down here, 650.
tighten that up to about 205 confidently though. So now we get here, even if we get up into this 1 minute too, we still have to, fight through this. We'll be break even right there. Back of the change that we don't gotta pull back to. So $115 loss on the day. If you take it, this is a super, super, super confident stab. NQ is starting to look like it's getting out of there. We want to mark out this high up here, these relative highs, because we're trying to see a lot come off there. It's a higher time frame, 1 hour change that we possibly might want to pull back to. There's an inverse here that I just totally obliterated. Bam. Just look, you feel me? Like, so much reason to, decide to move back higher. Yeah, put it right at the body of this gap that opens. $70 loss, bro. Beautiful. We're not break even fully, but we are right below the 2 minute. This 2 minute if we want to go higher here, the 2 minute holds. If we want to continue to seek lower, 2 minute doesn't hold. And then we start, hunting towards sell side. I erase every drawing that I've seen, and then bam. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. We're waiting for, market to open. Probably put some volume into this trade, but we're protected no matter what. If we want to open and just, go somewhere and just kind of just bullshit, that's where we're at right now. So, we're inside of a 3 minute gap. Kind of dug into it just a tiny bit. Gonna erase the inverse. Stop loss is right under this 1 minute. It's a confident stop. We're looking like the pullback to the change could be valid. I want to see us get out of this and, put a change in back higher, not play around. So I think my stop's on a pretty good spot. We're gonna open up in 15 seconds. We're in a 2 minute. We are gonna open up a 3. So here's where we want to either see that displacement or we're gonna sell back off. So now we hit our break even spot. Gonna be break even on the day. There's no need to really even pull back down. I'd want to see this market open push us through this 15 minute pretty heavily. Get up into this 1 minute at least, wide open. But again, that -10 on the day, can't really ask for much other than that. So it looks like we're gonna get stopped here. Our stop loss is literally at the wick of this 3 minute. So we're protected regardless. And bam, just like that. So we pulled back down. It looks like we're starting to seek lower off of this, respecting that 15 minute, putting in a change. I'll just wait here, I still feel like there's probably a confident bias to go back higher. We followed that trade pretty well. Went break even. Gotta still remember, we got resting lows down there. We just tapped in a 15 minute, so easily can sell back off. NQ is looking to sell here. We're not getting a change here, so if we just put in a model just to, take this back lower to then go back higher, then we easily we're long again. So we're gonna wait. 15 minute change, cool, but we didn't get a 1 minute change. 1 minute end up
holding. So we're gonna wait stupid patiently. And you know, we'll get what we want if we wait. We're not down much on the day. We're looking for a change out of this up here. Because I'll be on a 30-second, and we'll get a 30-second change as well, and a 1-minute change. Changes up here, data highs, equilibrium. So we're looking for a calm little 1 to 2. Inverse that 1 minute, put a change in. Pull it back to it right there. We're just looking for equilibrium to get met. We need to make sure our stop is protected though, which it is. This 30-second, if we want to get higher, most likely will hold. So the open was simply just a quick little stop out. We want to see this hold up. No 15-second under us though. So honestly, clean. Put that change in on this 1. We're back in it. Stops in a pretty good area. Just want to start seeking higher from this. Put a 2-minute change in, but there's no gap that we had to necessarily invalidate. I feel as if it's going to be really slow just because where we're at. We're in so many different, bearish gaps. So it's 30-second. It's pretty clean. We want to start to see some bullish, legs out of this. I think this long was super clean though. So the 30-second or this 15-second that we're inside of held up pretty well. Held up super well actually, and did not get a close through. Gonna tighten up my risk now. If we're gonna hold and we're gonna do all that work right there, obviously I feel like this would be pretty protected spot. If I lose, losing a little bit less. But other than that, I'm still looking for that displacement out of this. So NQ is starting to look like it wants to go. So hopefully we could play catch up, with ES and eventually get there. Got data highs up here. And equilibrium along with this 5-minute high. NQ is definitely looking a lot more clean. It's already getting up above this 5 minutes, so just gonna hold here and wait patiently. That change lines up perfect with those highs. So we're obviously going to be seeking a move there. And then I want to see which index decides to take out data highs first. So other than that, that'll pretty much result in my trade. It's the idea I base it upon. And then we got equilibrium of the range on NQ. NQ is easily the better index here. We just didn't put that clear change in, but yes, we did. But now, you know, we started to see like just slower legs out of this. And I feel like that's just what you're going to get sometimes. Like, you're going to get one of the index playing around versus, you know, the other one kind of looking more clean. And like NQ, if I took this off of a change, you could say like down, or maybe it's even here. There's really no like entry. There's no displacement, but you look at ES, you start to see clean legs come in, but then we start to chop. So it's been happening a lot. As long as I feel like we protect ourselves and we take the correct losses about this, then there's no complaints. So we're starting to look like we're getting through a 5. Looks a lot clearer with all the stuff out. 15-second held. We're just not really doing much though. Slowly shrinking up the stop just for now, because you know you want to see displacement happen already. You're not like gonna sit there and wait for displacement for 10 minutes. Like, you probably just got in at the, you know, I'm in accumulation right now. So where the market is accumulating, that's exactly where I got in this fill and this trade. So, you know, if we're not gonna start displacing to like highs in a reasonable draw, I'm okay with tightening up my stop and then bam. Say I were to get stopped out, then you know I get stopped out. It just happens. It's not something that like you gotta prevent. You know, you're never gonna prevent it. So, you know, we got a 30-second that's open here, and my stop's at the low. So that's a really good protected spot, I believe. You know, even putting it here to this body. So for 142, you know, to me that's very, very good risk. We're finally opening up a little bit, so that tells me like, you know, somewhere in this point in time we can start to see the market pick up. NQ, like I said, pretty decent, not bad. Started to, you know, draw towards this high very, very quick. All I'm very, very focused on is this. That high is cool and all, but this is a 15-minute gap we're in. So I want to see if we're going to push through. You know, we're at the 50 mark of it. $30-second gap is right there. $108 for a clean loss, which I'm literally just accepting that, because like at the end of the day, like this is bullshit. Not that it's bullshit, but it's bullshit. Like, you're gonna get faked out a lot. So imagine trying to trade it and then going down 400. That's definitely a, you know, that's a hard L. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, fighting that shit and then bam, you're down. Like, once I seen this displacement change, 1 minute change, look, got through this gap, 1 minute change, look, 15-second, all the way down here. Beautiful, bro. Got through it, put in a fair value gap, and then we're starting to see legs out. Boom, no, retrace, legs out, retrace. Now legs out, retrace. Legs out reachers. Like, bro, that shit is that's those be the stingers. Those be the stinger L's that, some people, some traders, they cannot face. So we're at this 5 minute change to possibly, do something, but I feel like I said, I feel like the draw is, much higher. I'm into this equilibrium range. Got highs, data highs, equilibrium, unfilled, unfilled gaps. But now, yeah, now we're into a little bit of drawdown. So, like I said, this is the last gap that holds. If we still want to go higher, want to get through this gap, then we will. That'll be the trade. I'm not trading this though. So, bam, for stop. Quick little stop. Not tripping at all. Not even gonna trade this shit back short. I see 0 point to trade this shit back short. Pull back to this change right here. I would have to see us really put a change in. A serious change. So that'd have to be for me to take this lower confidently. I'll have to see a 2 minute change at least. Right here. But I don't really see the point right now. I don't see the reason we're drawing towards these highs. So maybe come and fill this 2 minute. Put a model back out. You don't know yet. So I think it's best to just wait and, be patient. We're down 108, 120. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Especially with price action just being so slow and, not going towards an actual consistent draw. Tap this 2 minute, take out all that sell side. My hands are just gonna be off. Like, I'm perfectly okay with that type of loss right there. 2 stabs, and it was they were confident with good risk on, and then I tightened it up for a reason, specific reason. Like, I would have got stopped. I would have lost, I would have lost some bread. You feel me? Boom, change, stop loss goes right there. We get wicked. So, that's why you do that, and that's why you have to find reason though, obviously, but right here, little key point. Pull back, take the low, put in equal lows actually. So really looking at nothing at this point. 2 minute gap opens up. Looks like we're in a hold. This is one of those, you know,
traded it aggressive. We inversed the 1 minute after displacing. I feel like that is a clear manipulation to, take that back higher. At least the, equilibrium data highs. So pulled back to the change as well. 2 minute just got closed through off of this. 2 minute gap gets inversed. That risk can get tightened up to here, like about a $300 risk on the line. And it's still above that 1 minute inverse. So 1 minute gap opens up in favor. Got data highs up there, lining up with the standard deviation. Pull back. I bought 3 here off the pullback. Changed, pull back to it. What did NQ do? The exact same thing. So it's a pullback to a 2 minute. We're in this 2 minute inverse. So now if we just get lower here, which it looks like we most likely will, then that's probably going to be, it. Came through pretty heavy on that. We're looking to see a clear move out of this gap. So came into the gap super, super heavy, but with a clear change out on the 30-second and the 15-second lining up like this, then, it ain't bad. So at the end of the day, we seen it, we seen our move, we seen the model, took it confidently. At the end of the day, that's all you can do, and just wait. So looks like we are getting hunted here for a stop. Nothing holds here, so we got this 2 minute gap. The 1 minute held. We're kind of in that same, predicament again. Just playing. NQ takes these highs, we're stopped. So SMT puts us, at a disadvantage. NQ decided to take out this 5 minute highs. Now we know we have an SMT back to the downside. Data highs are still, available. We're just down on the day. So do I think, it's confident to take another stab when none of this shit has been working? Probably not. So I'm gonna really wait here. NQ looking to see that change as well. NQ gets the validated change. Yeah. Valid 2 minute change on NQ. Yes, no.
inside of a 15-minute though, so like that shit is a big reason, price is not getting all the way up there. And we're inside of a 30-minute, so like we respected it. It seems like, we're very much respecting it and not trying to, take out those highs above us. Inverse that, change. Probably gonna get stopped here too. Today definitely was, a bit slower, but looks like, yeah, it's gonna be another stop out. So just gonna close that shit off now. Yeah. Pull back to the change. Shit is just gross. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit is definitely gross. SMT really isn't valid. Like this is supposed to send us lower. Fast. We're in a macro. Just fails to put in a change too. Like it puts in a change with the one that took the high. Boom, change. Possibly wanted to seek lower out of that. But if we're gonna fail to put that in, then it's obviously not it. But I am looking for ES to validate that. Stop's gonna go with the S&T. Going break even at 930 low. Last stab, we're down about 670. So it's looking like it's just gonna be the last stab. Inverse is looking like it, or not inverse, but 2-minute change is looking to get put in here. So that is good. We're looking to start seeing some displacement on NQ. SMT definitely now holding. If we're going to start showing the signs of lower. Looking to go break even here. Put that change in. I want to start seeing displacement getting at least into 930 low. Three-minute change put in as well. So we are stopped. That's it. You know, we're gonna just call it there. Down about 930 on the day. Just not the day, you know. Just really not. Price action is not aligning with whatever we're trying to see. We're looking for a gap to hold. Boom. Manipulation leg. Lines up down here. You know, we got sell side. Boom. Put a change in. Right there. Inverse a gap. Put the change in. Boom. Run right back up higher. So nothing's really playing out right now. Just, you know, like I said, this is not the days you want to just get caught up in. So before, you know, I either A, get emotional and, you know, run that shit down to the fucking zero mark, we're just gonna hop off this jump. So it really just isn't, you know, looking good at all. So been here for like about 30 minutes. Really no point to just, like I said, keep on trying to go. So that's pretty much gonna be it. We're gonna be back tomorrow. News tomorrow. 10 a.m., 8:30 news. Not bad. So other than that, that's pretty much gonna be it. We'll see y'all in the next one.